Hey, Mitch.
Are we starting?
Yeah, we started a few minutes ago. You said...
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding.
we're doing the game. Oh, yeah. Hold on one sec.
Mitch,
Yeah?
it's time to pause the game.
James! I am busy saving the world
Mitch,
from
pause the
Dr.
game.
Eggman.
Dr. Eggman? I thought it was
fine.
Robotnik.
Fine.
Whoa.
Gamefront.
Update.
Gamefront.
Update.
Gamefront update.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm in control today of the cameras, which is probably not going to be good because I'm terrible at keeping track of stuff like what we're looking at. I'm always going to want to be looking at you.
Oh, really? Why?
Why? Because I don't need to look at myself when I'm talking. I'm a person that uses... I'm the type of person that uses body language a lot to communicate with somebody else. Okay? So there's no reason. Right now I'm looking at me, and I don't know how you're perceiving this. Now I'm looking at you.
I thought you want to look at me because I'm so dashingly handsome.
Yeah, you're a little pixelated today, Mitch. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the 8-bit spectrum?
Oh, man. So, yeah, game for update time. James, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I know what we're going to talk about. I don't even need to ask you. We were going to talk about an announcement that we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys probably don't know about this. Maybe you do.
Maybe they read the newspaper. Because this is such a big announcement.
Front page news.
Front page news. Was it really?
I mean, the Wall Street Journal's been calling me. I don't know about you.
No, they haven't. Not even once. Maybe my phone's been off, but
no, maybe it's not that important.
What?
But yeah. So here's the thing. Me and James have been
James and I,
we've been sweating a little because we haven't been sure if we'd be able to keep on doing what we're doing because our parent company, Gamefront's parent company, Break Media, is merging with Alloy Digital, and Alloy Digital
Mitch,
owns... Yeah?
The correct sign language for merging is this.
No,
this is not like merge.
Collisions. All right, merge. They're merging with Alloy Digital, and Alloy Digital owns such big gaming brands such as The Escapist and Smosh Games, and also Warcry. And you know the stress for us is that we weren't sure if Gamefront would fit into that whole mess of gaming brands because, you know, I don't know. The Smosh Games is like the #1 gaming channel on YouTube, and Escapist has such awesome things as the Jimquisition, Zero Punctuation, all those other cool things. And,
I'm a huge fan of Zero Punctuation. It's one of my favorite things on the internet.
I'm a huge fan of both Jimquisition and Zero Punctuation. So understandably we've been a little worried, but we just got word, I think yesterday, that Gamefront is going to be able to keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah. So there's probably going to be some changes ahead. I'm confident that there are probably going to be some positive changes, and hopefully you guys will be able to stick with us as we go through this new chapter of Gamefront.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything you want to say, James?
I'm just really focusing on trying to be a good cameraman today. I am just trying to... got the good shot of you drinking. Back to me.
Of course.
I just wanted to point out that your bedroom, you have... The only thing that could have made your bed worse is just not having one. You sleep on the floor now, huh, Mitch? I'm looking at you.
I don't know if that's the case. I mean, I honestly, I have nightmares because of all the abuse and vitriol that I've taken because of my dad. It's not even my bed. It's my grandparents' bed. It's just in the room that I work in. Just happens to be in the room that I work in. It's not my bed. It's not my bed.
But now you've just... Where are we? This is a new place.
And now it's definitely not my bed because it's not here. It's not even here.
So now you sleep on the floor.
Yeah, so I'm in a new apartment. This isn't my bedroom, James. This is my living room. My bedroom is in the room just across from me.
That's a pretty good excuse.
It's a lot nicer than
Mitch,
a blank space.
Mitch, we could get a Kickstarter together and probably have a bed for you in no time. You don't have to sleep on the floor.
I don't need a Kickstarter for bed. But if you want to buy me something that is worth, the same amount of money as a bed, that would be really nice. Thank you.
Have you not learned to put your phone on silent, Mitch?
Damn it, James. I'm trying. It's hard.
All right, so
let's move on.
Okay, we are totally on the same page there. Our minds are merging.
Yes. Merging.
That was two knuckleheads.
Yes.
Silent works great too.
What else are we going to talk about?
Well, we definitely I wanted to talk about Grand Theft Auto's cheating, but we don't have to do that now. Or maybe we should. I made a video yesterday, and it was how to cheat in Grand Theft Auto, basically how to exploit something and get an unlimited amount, as much time as you want to spend money, by selling cars, pausing, exiting, and then coming back with your car. There, I talked about it.
Right.
Well, people have rightfully...
What do you want to say about it?
Well, here's what I want to say about it, Mitch. People have rightfully said, James, didn't you say that cheating ruined Grand Theft Auto 4 for you? Do you remember me saying that?
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If rightfully said. They said it. Well, the problem is that while I disagree with cheating, I completely agree with getting a paycheck. Can you relate to that?
I can. I can absolutely relate to that.
And the truth is we set that up. The video was made saying you shouldn't do this, and it may have sounded like a joke, but I wanted to make sure people knew the steps to not follow.
Right. And you said you accidentally found this cheat, right?
No, it was not an accident. It doesn't matter, Mitch. But the truth is I don't think that cheating's a good idea, but the Rockstar situation right now is so broken that even though I spent a great deal of time cheating, I still haven't even made the money that I've lost from my character being deleted, I think 4 or 5 times. I've had 4 or 5 complete character deletions after getting through quite a bit of the game. Not quite a bit, but 5, 6 levels. I think the highest one I lost was 8. Mm-hmm. And that's frustrating.
Okay.
So in the interim...
I totally agree.
It's not like I'm buying...
No, go ahead.
No, it's not like I'm buying luxury apartments for $400,000. You know what I've bought so far? I've put a new transmission in my car. I've gotten better paint jobs and gotten a crew emblem.
So you can cheat at the races?
No, I'm not going to cheat at the races.
I mean, you put a new transmission. That helps you win impromptu races, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I should have been able to afford that anyways if my character wasn't deleted. Sure. I'm not out of control, Mitch. I've got it under control. I'm not going to cheat. Right?
Right. And I perfectly love that bed that is no longer with me.
Yeah?
Perfectly. I don't know what I'm saying. Perfectly love? That doesn't make any sense. Damn it, James, you're putting me off my game.
Yeah. I'm a little off my game because I'm controlling this camera. But I've heard that sleeping on a flat surface is good for your back, so I'm sure that...
I don't sleep on a flat surface.
It looks like a floor to me.
It's not my bedroom. I will kill you.
That's a threat, and it's recorded, Mitch. But
so
you had something to talk about. I just felt guilty about the Grand Theft Auto cheat, but there's some things that you got to do, and it's important. Uh-oh, what is going on? Stuff is showing up. So there's other news, right?
Yeah, well, I wanted to talk about Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2? What's Dark Souls?
What's Dark Souls? James, do you have gaps in your memory? You spent a good portion of last year playing that game. I saw your hours spent. It was something like 700 hours and, however many days spent playing that game.
Oh, Dark Souls. I remember
now.
now.
Back to you. You blocked it out, right?
I had suppressed those memories. Oh, God. I am actually kind of jealous. As much as that game pains me, it's also my favorite game I think I've played. So what did you think? Was it fun? When you get into the beta, do they start you in the middle of the game? Do you start at the beginning of the game?
It seems like they start you somewhere in the middle. The enemies definitely seemed tougher than the starting enemies, like in the Undead Burg and stuff like that. Um, the area that they drop you into is very similar to the Darkroot Garden, Darkroot Basin, that kind of stuff. It's very
Now, when
open.
you say similar, do you mean perhaps this is the Darkroot Basin long ago?
It's not, no, it's not. It's called the I forgot what it's called. Something Copse, like Woodsman's Copse or something like that. And it's a very wide open area. There's lots of trees, lots of small agile enemies that hide in the trees and try to ambush you. And then there's these big bastards with two swords, and they charge you. And those guys, I had such an easy time dealing with those guys in the beginning of the beta. And then as the time went on, it just progressively I got worse and worse at dealing with them.
So did they get stronger? Like were they?
No,
was
they
it
didn't
like
get
a scaling
stronger,
enemy?
James.
They didn't get stronger. You got suckier?
I got suckier.
How is that possible, Mitch? You'd think that you would only get better as you get more and more experience.
Yeah, I know, James. I suck. Okay. I'm sorry.
You don't suck, Mitch. You're probably one of the best Dark Souls players in the world.
Wow, that's really high praise. I disagree strongly.
Let's think about the math here. If you're one of the best, that only means you aren't the worst. And can you think of one person out there that's not as good as you?
Man, one person?
Yeah, one person.
Man. No.
Well, I was...
Oh, it's you! You!
It's not me, you bastard! No!
I just had to look at your face.
No.
I remember now.
It could be like my grandma. My grandma's got to be more terrible than you. I'm pretty good.
I've never seen your grandma.
I am, in fact, one of the best Dark Souls players there is alive.
Oh,
We've got a couple of the best Dark Souls players in the world here today.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah.
You don't buy it, huh?
So, Dark Souls 2, I mean, one of the really cool things about Dark Souls 2, I think, is that they implemented this new system in PvP, where I don't know if this is I guess it's an item that you eventually pick up when you're playing the regular game, but it's a ring, and when you're wearing the ring, you can automatically get summoned into the game of someone who is being invaded, and you get summoned as a blue phantom. So basically, you get put in a game, and you have to find the person who's trying to fight the red phantom, and you help them basically. So it's a really cool system.
Is that not already how it was?
No. I don't think that. I mean, you could already have someone in your party. You could summon someone as in cooperation, and then if someone invades you, then it becomes 2-on-1. You fight against the invader. But it's never been a case where someone invades your game, and then someone also invades your game with the sole purpose of helping you.
Wow, I see the difference. I'm sorry, that was over my head for a second. Okay, so you can basically invade. Invading no longer is strictly a negative thing to do someone. You can invade and help someone.
Right, and it's automatic, so you can just be doing your own thing, and then you get summoned into a world where you have to help out someone who's being attacked by Black Phantom. And I really liked it because, from my perspective, one of the things I don't really like about, the whole invasion mechanic in Dark Souls is that you're either a victim or you're a big jerk. There's no way to participate in PvP and feel like, you're helping. And I thought that was a really cool addition, and it appeals to me.
Yeah. You know what I think would make...
the Covenant that I'll try to join.
The Covenant of the Owl? Wait, what was that?
It's a Covenant that I would try to join.
Oh, yes. So here's what I think...
I'm assuming it's Covenant-based.
Mm-hmm. Can I finish?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. Here's what I would think would make that functionality even better. Okay, Mitch? What we would do is you would constantly... Because the problem is you go into a load screen, right?
Yes.
Now, what would be neat is if you happen to be in the same area as somebody and the game could track that, and without even a load screen, you find yourself in a multiplayer game. Does that sound interesting?
Yeah.
You sound bored by me. I am going to be a game developer one day, and you're going to be jealous because I'm going to have titles that are super huge.
Oh, man. And then they're going to be super flops, and the business that you work for will go super under.
What? No. Can anybody out there think to themselves, no load screens is a bad thing?
No, I mean, Dark Souls already, outside of dying, it's a pretty load-free game.
That's one thing I like about it a lot, but when there's a lot of load screens, takes me out of the moment, is invasions.
Yeah.
So if you could figure out a way to get that seamless, it'd be great.
All right, go ahead, work on that, James. I'm sure it's really easy as you make it seem.
I'm gonna start making a mod right now. I'm gonna try to do it. I don't even know where to start. I don't even have the tools around me necessary for it. So the Dark Souls beta, how far did you get in it in an hour? Or you had 2 hours, right?
I had about two hours of the stream, and then I got to play 30 minutes afterwards. I got to see both bosses. The skeleton Lord boss, I believe.
That area looked like it was from Nito from Dark Souls, was it?
No.
I'm sorry, go ahead and continue, but it looked like the skeleton dark area that was in Dark Souls.
No, not really.
Yeah, it actually did look like that. It's okay that you don't agree, but it did.
It really didn't.
Go on, tell your story about how you got in the beta and I didn't. I forgot what it was. What was it again?
But yeah, the skeleton Lord boss is basically three large skeleton enemies that I think one of them has a spear weapon, one of them uses magic, and one of them just gets up in your face. And I did okay against them.
Wait, hold on 1 second. One of them has a spear, one of them has magic, and then the third one gets in your face. How is that a viable attack? I don't remember, James. He gets in your face.
I don't remember, James. Yeah, he gets in your face and he rushes you down.
That doesn't sound like an attack at all.
My memory might be a little fuzzy.
All right, fine.
Shut up, James.
So there was 3 guys, kind of like the 4 kings.
So I didn't get very far. I heard that if you deal a bunch of damage to one of the skeletons, they break apart and a bunch of smaller skeletons appear, like wheelie skeletons and all those other.
Like wheelie skeletons?
Wheelie skeletons. You remember?
I remember wheelie skeletons. I hated the wheelie skeletons.
Everyone hated the wheelie skeletons.
I didn't mind the baby skeletons because I thought that those were easy to kill and get a lot of souls. There was that one area that you could just level up.
Yeah. And then the other boss was this chariot boss, and that was a really interesting fight. In the stream I didn't really get very far, but off stream I managed to get
really far
to the point. No, I didn't get really far, but
when no one was watching, you did a really good job.
I got at least to the part where you could almost deal damage to him. So the way it works is you got this skeleton you got this chariot that's continuously going around this track. Mm-hmm. And what you have to do is you have to move from safe point to safe point while a bunch of small skeletons spawn from the ground and try to basically beat you up while you have your shield out. And there's these necromancers that you have to kill in order to stop the skeletons from summoning. And once you get to the end, there's apparently a lever that you pull to bring down a gate. The chariot hits it, crashes, and then you fight properly.
Okay.
So it's a very interesting multi-stage.
I like multi-stage battles. I think that makes it feel like a set piece,
Yeah.
Which I actually like. One question I had that I was always interested in knowing about was the weapon upgrade system. It seemed like there was slots in it before. Did you get to learn any more about that?
We didn't get to check anything with regards to weapon upgrades. Or at least I didn't. I didn't notice anything.
Did you feel like there was anything that your gut says one way or the other, or you just didn't get to see it, so you can't really say?
I didn't get to see it, so I can't say.
All right.
Yeah. Then there's a couple new stats that you can add to. There's an agility stat which affects your roll speed, I believe. And,
I thought that would be just dexterity. What's the difference between agility and dexterity?
Dexterity is oh crap, I don't remember. It has a very specific. I think it has to do with
archery,
like the speed of which you're able to cast spells, and I'm not sure exactly. It has to do with the speed of which you're able to pull stuff out and do that.
Like
kind
out
of
of your ass, like pull stuff, like the explanation of dexterity.
Yeah, like that.
my thing is, I think the dexterity is kind of, and this is, I mean, why are we talking about it if we don't know? But I would assume that it's where you can do something specific very quickly, like draw an arrow and shoot it precisely.
Maybe that would make sense, right?
And I think agility might be, to me, is kind of the same thing. But when I think of agility, I think of Beast from the X-Men and like his ability to do gymnastics, right?
Right. So it lets you do. It's the cartwheel stat.
Yeah. Okay.
It lets you the higher dexterity, the more wheels of the cartwheel you can do.
Cool.
So yeah, anything else we want to talk about? I feel like we've covered a lot.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot too. I really want to see. I want to get my hands on the beta, but is there a chance? Like, there's one on the 22nd, right, going on?
I think it's the 27th.
27th. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get into it. It's all right. The game's coming out 2014.
I'm sorry, I was too busy crying for you. Yes, it's March 2014.
Cool. All right. And yeah, so cool.
Cool.
So I guess we should just say thanks for watching.
I guess we should say please don't forget to like.
And I would say that the last thing is, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time, because pretty soon there's going to be a lot more people subscribing, and you want to be here at the beginning, right?
Yeah, be part of that party. And before you do that, though, you probably want to comment. This guy
did I forget that?
Forgot to mention. Yep.
Damn.
But if you put it all together, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.